A fringe-thinking scientist claims that there was a nuclear war 4,000 years ago and that humans were genetically modified, by aliens, to believe in deities. News.com has learned that Billy Carson, also a conspiracy theorist, appeared on Joe Rogan's podcast where he claimed that some of the skeletons at Pakistan's Mohenjo-Daro archeological dig contained abnormally high levels of radiation. In the video posted to YouTube, the MIT science graduate said, "The buildings, at the Mohenjo-Daro site, turned to glass, the sand turned to glass and the bodies are still lying in the street right now," referring to the ruins that were believed to be the largest civilization of its time. The area was populated by the Harappan, which dwarfed other early societies like Egypt, Mesopotamia, and China. Carson further claimed that this society, although thought of as the most civilized of its time, was even more advanced than currently accepted in academic circles. "There's bodies that are sitting on the edge of steps next to their own buildings that they lived in, and the building is turned to glass," he claimed. He went on to say that the people of the said region were killed by 3,000 DIG weapons fire, akin to a nuclear fallout. Carson discredits the idea that the civilization ended due to an explosive event triggered by an asteroid or meteor like that which occurred in Russia's Krasnoyarsk Krai in 1908 as described on Earth, sky. "Their bones would have been splattered apart and broken up into pieces," he reasoned. "They don't have any evidence of any injury of any kind of attack or any cutting from swords or anything," he reiterated. Carson then speaks of an evil wind that blew over the city as recorded on the tablets of the ancient Sumerian texts, to support his theory of a nuclear war. He referred to a megalithic structure in South Africa known as the Adams Calendar and claimed that the carvings on this ruin allegedly tell of how these alien beings went to war. As he speaks, Carson's theory slants toward David Icke's ideas. He says that the aliens were on Earth from the beginning of time and that they manipulated humans into being subservient before enslaving them to mine gold. Said gold, according to Carson, was part of a bigger plan for the alleged aliens to repair their own atmosphere. They inserted something called a worship gene, which was just discovered recently. Human beings have a gene inside of them that can be turned on and turned off, Carson claimed. It can be turned off in a laboratory setting, and it can also be turned off with a magnetic field around your head. When it's off, you don't want to worship anything outside of yourself, you look inside, and when it's on, you look to get something from the outside.